So hello everyone, welcome to our channel Wisdom ML. So in this video, we'll be showcasing our Flask-based webinar for detection of brain tumor images. And the images are basically brain MRI images. So we will be classifying brain MRI images into different classes of brain tumors, that is meningioma, glioma, pituitary, and no tumor. So if you have not seen our previous video of building a brain tumor detection model using postnet 50, so you can click on the uh, link showing in the above of the video. You can just click on it and see our previous video how we have built this postnet 50 model. So first of all, before showing the actual code and VS Code how we are building our Flask-based web app, want to showcase this web app to you by giving a short demo. So as you can see here, we have one button, select image. Okay, so we have to select it, and we have kept some testing images which are in the test image set of the model. So here we have four categories, as you can see: glioma, meningioma, no tumor, and pituitary. So first of all, I'll select glioma. So you can see once we select it, we will also get the preview of the image so that we can understand, yes, this is the image we have uploaded. So once you click on predict, it will show you the result, that is glioma. So this is the actual web. So let me upload some other classes, that is meningioma. So let me upload this one. So as you can see, this is the clear meningioma image in which we can see this patch. So the model correctly predicted it as meningioma. Again, let me upload no tumor image. Let's see if the model can detect no tumor as well. Yes, so model is correctly identifying no tumor. And as we know that our model was around 98.8% accurate. So it's a higher chance that almost uh, all the images will be predicted correctly. But in some cases, the model may confuse. So let's see this one, pituitary image. Let me upload this one. Yes, so it is predicted correctly. Let me upload another one. Yeah, so it is also predicted correctly. So this is our brain detection web. So it is just a very simple web app and Flask we have developed. So you can see there are three components in it. One is this front end in which we have one navigation where we have kept the title of our app. We have given some explanation here. Uh, what this model about, how many, what's the model performance metric, and on how much images we have we have predicted, or we have evaluated our model, because this is very important once you develop any uh, medical web app. Now the thing is, we have also written one important point, that this is the predictive accuracy of the model, and it depends on quality and quantity of the training data. So this app you cannot use for clinical purpose, okay, because it is developed on certain set of data. It may not include all variations of the data. Okay, so before using for clinical predictions, we have to give certain note. That is very important. So this is our web app. So let's see how we have developed our code. So before moving to the code, I just want to showcase you how our web app looks like in terms of folder structure. So let me zoom a bit. So as we can see, this is our four folders: models, static, templates and uploads. These are four models. If we click on models, so this is our ResNet 50 model. Okay. Now, in static, we have two files, CSS and JS. So this JS is basically used for basically previewing purpose. So once you upload the image, this JS we are using for building the preview of the images you have just uploaded. Next comes the CSS. So the basic CSS or the color and the overall structure of the front end is given through CSS, HTML, CSS. And now every HTML code, or you can say the front end page which we are seeing in the web app, is basically you have to keep it in templates folder. Okay, so this is two HTML files we are using, base and HTML, base and index. And one of the very good feature of Flask is that you can use one base HTML which can provide the basic design of the web app, like navigation, background of the page, and that base image or base HTML file you can actually inherit in your child pages, the pages which are more specific. So you don't have to actually code, or you don't have to actually design all the pages uh, separately. If you want to use one base uh, design, you can use it in your child pages or specific pages. So that I will show you in the code how you can do that. And this is the uploads folder in which once you upload the images, so images will be uploaded in this folder for temporary basis, and once you upload it, it will also get deleted, so that your web app will not be filled with the images. And apart from that, we have certain files like app.py. Okay, readme is for giving certain description of your whole repo if you upload it in a repo. And here we have some requirements. So this is the requirements of our web app. Okay, so that you can use. And apart from that, we have one proc file. So if you want to deploy this web app uh, hero, so that's why this proc file will be used for uploading this on the Heroku Cloud. So let's see. So what we can do now is see the basically this one our code. So let's see what we are doing basically. So in app.py, I'll show you first what we are doing basically. So we have certain things. So first of all, we are importing some important libraries. Okay, if import sys, os, lob, r, and numpy. Okay. Now, so we are importing some important files like important libraries, sys, os, lob, and numpy. So here you can see we are also importing the models TensorFlow keras.models, and we are importing load model because we have to first of all load once our app starts. Next comes another library, that is pre-processing. So certain pre-processing we have to do. And guys, this is very important step. If you are pre-processing your images in your web app, then your model will give you weird results. Okay, so you have to pre-process your image exactly in the same way we have done in during development of our or building or training our model. That is very important step. Then some basic Flask utils like Flask request, render templates, and secure file name. Now, this is also important step because in this scenario, we are only using CPU. and most of us have only CPU, no GPU. So you can set this up like os.environment, and you have to set that CUDA visible devices should be -1. So what it will do once the app start, it will make your default device for running this web app as CPU, not GPU. Okay. So next we have to specify our model. So in this case, our model is kept in the models folder, as you can see. So and you have to specify the path. Next comes the load model. So we have to load the model, and in the load model we have to specify the model path. So that's it. Our model is loaded and it will start serving once the app starts. Okay, now we have some important functions like we have index function, we have model predict function, we have predict function, that is upload. Right? So these are some functions which we are using for serving our web. And the important one is the main function. So main function is the core of this web app or this Flask web app. What we are doing here is we have to run our app. So we have to give the command like app.run, and here we have to specify certain things like debug through host is our local host and port 8080. Generally we run Flask web app on port 8080. And why we have kept debug equal to true, that is very important because once we develop our web app, during the development phase, we face certain errors. And if we don't put debug is equal to true, it will not show you the exact error on which line, on which section your web app is actually throwing in. So that is very important during development phase. But once you deploy it on any particular cloud, you should remove this rule. That is very important. Okay. So now comes our first function, that is model predict. So what we are doing here is first of all, once we upload the image, we are actually loading the image by giving the image. Okay. And so let me go to app.root here first. So basically what we have to do in Flask web app, we have to give the routings like this. So if we just simply do slash routing, it means the default page once we open our web app. So this page will be rendered. And what this page is index.html, which we are showing in our web app. It's the first page. So now comes the second page. So second page is nothing but the once we upload the image, okay. So all the upload functionality will happen in during this routing predict. So once we click on predict, so this function will be triggered. And here what we are doing, once we upload the image and click on predict, so once we click on predict, then the post function will trigger, and that's why we are checking that whether it is a post function or not. Because before hitting predict, what we are doing is we are using JS file to preview our loaded image. Now comes the important that whatever file we have uploaded, we are receiving it using request.files, and we have to mention the key name of the file uploaded. So we have kept it as file, which I will show you shortly on our design page. And next comes the base path. So we have to give the base path, that will be our root path. Okay. And then we are setting file path. So file path, for file path, we are actually using os.join so that we can join all our paths. So first one is our base path, that is our root path. Uploads is our particular upload directory, this one in which our files which you are uploading will be uploaded on a temporary basis. And the third one is the secure file name. So because we are uploading files on server, so that's why we have to use secure file name, which we have imported previously. This library secure file name. And here we are actually getting. We have to as the file name. So f.file name, we will get the file name. Now after that, we have to save our file in this file. So basically, for saving the file on the uploads folder, we have to use this f.save. Next, we have to make the prediction. So now, for making the predictions, what we are doing is instead of writing full predict function here, which will make the code bulkier, what we have done, we have created another function that is model predict. Okay, so if you hover over it, it will show you it's a function where you have to specify the image path and the model. So let me go to this function which I was showing you previously. So here we are actually passing the image path. So once you upload the image, you will get the path, that is file path, and that file path we have to specify here, and the model which we have already loaded once we have started our web. So this model we have to also pass in this. So once we get the file path and the model, now we come to this. So here we are using load image using Keras library, and here we are also setting our target size. And this target size, always remember guys, this is the size which we are actually using during the model training phase. If we set any other target size, then the model will not understand, it will throw you. So now comes the best part, that is the pre-processing one. So once we uploaded the image, we have to convert the image into array format, because now the model will only understand in the form of arrays. So this will convert image into image array. So what this image library is all about, it is basically uh, in the pre-processing, Keras pre-processing, this image library is there, which is used for certain pre-processing. Apart from that, we are expanding our dimensions in image. Okay. And after that, what we are doing, we are converting it into S type float 32 and dividing it by 255. The reason for doing this is that if you are not converting the data type, this will throw error. If you just simply divide it by 255, it will show you error. It's a proper whole number array. And if, when we convert it into float 32, it will convert into uh, float. And once you divide it by 255, it will give the results in the form of 0 and 1. Now, now the next part is model.predict. So for predicting, we have to use model.predict, and we have to specify this normalized image in the array format, that is IMG. Now, okay, sorry, that's my bad. So this is the repeatable thing we are doing. So just remove it. So now we will get our prediction in Pred. So because we know that we have different classes involved in prediction. So once you do model or predict, it will give you an array, okay, in which we have the classes and their probabilities. So we have to select the maximum class having the larger probability. That will be our actual prediction. So for that, we have to use NumPy's very beautiful function, that is argmax, which will extract uh, only the class having highest probability. Okay. So like that, we have to pass it as access1, and here in Pred we will be getting actual class having highest probability. So now comes again here. So we can see we are receiving the model prediction in the thread variable, and this is the important part also. We are removing the file path. That is, we are removing the file from the server after prediction. Okay, so that it will not make our web app heavy. Now we are setting certain class names. That is, and that class names you have to set based on the order you have used in training your model. So 0 means glioma, 1 means meningioma, 3 means pituitary, and 2 means no tumor. And similarly, we have to put this condition that if pred of 0 is equal to 0. So why we are using pred of 0, right? So in pred, actually, we are getting class and the probability. So here we are not showing probability. So that's why we are using we are comparing using pred 0. So if pred 0 is 0, that means we have str0 and str0 is glioma. Similarly, if 1, so we have meningioma. 2, so we have no tumor. Right? In else part we have put that. And 3 means pituitary, which is this one. Okay. So this is all about, it's a very simple web app. You can use it, customize it. You can also change the you can also change the basic design of this web app. Now the important part, the templates. So you have to go to template and I'll show you what is this base.html. So this is the normal HTML page where we are keeping this page as common, our base page. And here we are setting certain things like title, what is this web app all about. Next, our container. So in container, we are also setting, so we are creating actually navigation bar. And there we are writing Brain Tumor Detection web app as the headline. And after that, this is the important. So in Flask, if you want to use any page as the base page, which you can extend in the later pages, so you have to specify like blog content and you have to end block. So in this, what we are doing, we are creating one container div, and in container div, uh, within again one div, we are actually passing this block content end block. So now whatever you will be doing, uh, that is prediction, uploading, everything will happen in the next page, that is index page. And one more thing, if you want to load anything that is JavaScript or any CSS, like this Bootstrap CSS we are using, jQuery we are using, so that you can load in your base page. So it will not make your subsequent pages heavier. You can keep all important JS and CSS importings in your base page and do actual work on your subsequent page. That is our index.html. So this is our index.html page, and what we are doing here is, let me show you. So for extending your base page, we have to pass it like extends base.html block content, and there you have to keep your body. So we are keeping body here and we are giving one explanation or some description of our web that is showing on the top of the page. Next, we are creating one div, and in div we are using this one like one form. Basically, upload image is nothing but a form. So we have to upload it and send it using form tag. Okay. And we have to specify the method post, else it will not understand what is happening. So that's why we are passing method is equal to post. And then we are passing it. So everything which is the actual label which we are seeing is the select image. And this is our file uploaded. Okay, and the name or the actual uh, variable name of that file upload variable is the file which you are using in the code. Now you can also specify that what extensions you can accept. Okay, else it will give you error. Okay, so that is the best part. Now we have this image preview section. So just after that, we are keeping this image section where initially we are displaying none. So if you want to display anything based on certain condition, you can specify it or control it using CSS feature, that is display none. And if you want to see this part based on certain conditions, so we are using our JS feature, JS library for making it active, this image preview. So once we upload it, this will be activated. Now we have a main button, that is predict button. Okay. And once we click on it, this post function will be triggered that we have shown in our upload or predict function. Now we had one loader also, which once you upload the image and do the prediction, so the time which it will take to get the prediction During that time, we will be showing one loader, and so that you will be knowing that yes, model is processing. And last is our result section where we are showing our result. Okay, so let me go to again app.py. So you can see in the once we click on here, we are actually uh, yeah, yeah. So what we are showing here is in the result section. Now we can go to our JS part that is available under static. And once we click on here, so here you can see we are using loader and result we are controlling here, and also image section. So we are when we initializing our JS in which we are setting image section height, loader height, and result height. And during upload preview, we are keeping image preview is activated with the background image like this, and target result image preview we are hiding, and then we are fade in using 650. So it will give you a certain effect like there is no image, and once we upload the image, it will give you one fade uh, um, feeling, fade in feeling, and fade in effect actually, and it will upload or give you a preview. Now the important part is during image upload, what we will be doing is basically we are showing the image section, showing the predict button, and hiding our text part, result part. So there will be no result or text, nothing, and the whole result section will be hidden. Now this is our main part, that is predict. So once we click on predict, this JS will also function in the background. So it will take the upload file which we have uploaded. Will also show loading animation using here, and we are using Ajax library for actually once we post the image, we will hit on this predict uh, function. We are triggering predict function, which we are handled in the app.py. And here we are actually showing our result. And result is nothing but whatever our data. Once we hit on our backend in predict, everything will be loaded in the data. So whatever it returns, the result that is glioma, meningioma, everything is returned in the form of a return function, and that will come under data, and that's what we are showing in the result.text. So the result is whatever comes from that function, it will come here, and that will be success. So this is all about this web app explanation, and again I will show you how it is working basically. So by just uploading one app, so we are selecting one image. Okay, so let me select again glioma. So once we upload it, so let me quickly show you what happens in the backend. In the uploads, basically this will upload it and remove. And once we click on predict, okay, so it will be so faster once we upload it and click on predict. So it will be uploaded, get the predictions, and you will not see the image here. That is the best part. So any static point of time, you will not be seeing the uploaded image. Okay, so this is our web app basically. I hope you like this video, and this video can help you to build deep learning or transfer learning based web apps. And you can showcase this project as your main project in your college, or maybe you can also showcase this project as your demo project. Thanks guys for watching our video. Stay tuned for more interesting videos in the upcoming week.